Well, in the last part, we finally met Alagner, but, surprise surprise, he was not willing to give up his notebook for free. We have to go to Skara Brae, the city of the dead, and find the answers to the questions of life and death by an alchemist named Cain, also called the Tortured One. Skara Brae was destroyed a long time ago by Cain. He is torturing himself because he was trying to create a potion in order to defeat the Lich Horrents, but he, quote-unquote, messed up the ingredients, which caused a huge fire to raise the island to cinders. Long story short, we had to put down the mage Horrents. In order to do that, the blacksmith Trent had to repair the soul cage, or build the soul cage rather. We had to create the potion, careful to get the ingredients right so we don't create a second fire. Put the soul cage on the Lich at midnight when he's sleeping and drawing power from the undead, or rather ghostly inhabitants of Skara Brae. Then pour the potion on him. Then we had to find a sacrifice, who ended up being the cowardly mayor. Fitting, since he was the one who passed on bad information to Cain about the recipe that caused the fire in the first place. He tossed himself into the Well of Souls, which was also used to enchant the soul cage to trap the Lich Horrents. We destroyed the Well of Souls, thanks to Forsyth. Horrents is freed from the evil Lich spirit, and Skara Brae is at peace. Then the part ended. Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to some more Ultima VII, The Black Gate. And the combat music is still playing. Who's around us? Let's just ignore that. We're going to be in Skara Brae for the next few minutes. We're not done here just yet, though. Admittedly, we won't be here too long, because there's a switch or a lever right next to this statue. I'm also going to double click on this again. I want to look at it for a little bit, because I may translate this. I think this is a Tolkien reference if memory serves, but we will see. There we go. It's opened something. What's inside there? Let's check a look-see. Okay, it's hard to see, but there is a nightstand right there. What's inside? Look at all that stuff. There's a soul cage in here. A leftover soul cage, or rather an extra soul cage is what I mean to say. This is sort of... I can't put it out here for some reason, so let's see if I can get... It's very cramped in here, my goodness. Ah, come on. There we go. Can I put it out here? I want to sort of organize to see what's in here. Oh well, let's just do this then. Dupre, use your muscles and carry this for me, please. Yeah, this is kind of a mini cheat room, just like the Trinsic cheat room. A little bit. We got that soul cage right there. We also have that potion that we made at Cain's laboratory. A full set of magical armor. Not going to take these, by the way, I'm just showing you what's in here. There's also, what is that right there? It's a wedding ring, right, for Rowena and Trent. There's also another death scythe. It'd be very helpful if I could, like, put these in outside, but I can't. It won't let me. Like I said, I'm not going to take these. I just want to show you. There we go. A Juggernaut hammer, or just a two-handed hammer? Never mind. I thought that was a Juggernaut. There's no outline on it. We got some rings, regeneration, protection, 2 protection, I guess, and invisibility, I bet. Yep. And the second death scythe in the game. Well, 3 if you count the ferryman. Though you can't take that one, so I guess that doesn't really count. Yeah, so if you manage to find this back in the day with no guides, you definitely deserve it. However, I'm not going to take anything from here. I'm going to revert to a previous save because, well, it kind of breaks my immersion seeing another soul cage and another potion. You know, because that's sort of a just a little bit of a cheat room. So I'm not going to take advantage of those items. I'm just going to go back to New Magencia. But what a thing to discovered back in the day, because back in the day, well, there was no clue to reach that area, like how we found the area in Test of Love. No NPC gives you any clues as to where it is. There's no documents, no way to lead you to think that there may be a secret in that area, just like the Test of Love, which that expansion came out a little bit after the base game. So if you manage to find it back in the day with no guides, you You deserved it, because you must have been a very observant person. Not me. Because, well, I looked at a guide to find out where it is. This skeleton is trying to take out the Avatar. So that skeleton's probably mad that we stopped Horns' plans of taking over Britannia with his skeletal army, his army of the undead. We stopped another threat threatening this planet. Speaking of which, did we get any experience? Well, no. YOLO's level 7, so is Spark. I think we did get experience, actually. Shamino no, Dupre no, and Yana no. Well, let's go back to the mainland. Go back to New Magencia. You need not pay to return to the mainland. He seems a bit disgruntled. I told you I would be here until the end of eternity. Do you see anything new about this place? Nope, you do not. Let's just go back. Dost thou wish to return to the mainland? Yes. The ferryman seems to smile beneath his hood as he motions for you to once more board his spectral boat. It doesn't look spectral. Let's see what this ship looks like. I'm just really curious. I just bought the deed, so let's turn this around. Oh, that's a bad perspective right there. This ship is so big, takes up most of the screen, that this happens a lot. You've seen how ship travel works. There you go. That's a little disappointing. The backside's much better. I'm not gonna keep this ship. I'm gonna reload. We gotta go back to Alagner, but yeah. That secret area back in Skara Brae, man, how would you even figure out where that place even is, you know? That and the Test of Love where we found the Death Scythe for Spark. But those are 2 whole Death Scythes in the game, and likely you're not going to find that back in the day unless you read a guide or something like that. Not even sure if the clue book shows you where those items are. But let's just move on. Talk to this gentleman. That was a long quest, wasn't it? That took me 2 hours before editing to finish that quest, but it's a good one. It's a good quest. One of the most memorable ones in Ultima VII. Hello again, Alagner says. Well, answers. Thou hast spoken to the Tortured One and learned the answers to the questions of life and death? Yes. Then what are the answers? So we got a bunch of answers here. Be good. No answers, which is true. Strive for unity, have faith, and I don't know. We're going to choose this because this one's correct. The sage smiles. Thou hast begun thy journey on the road to enlightenment. As thou hast heard, all is not what one has been taught by one's teachers. 'Tis a pity. Now I suppose thou dost want to borrow the notebook? Yes, please. Very well. Dost thou promise to return my notebook? We could say no, but we'll return it to you, sure. Very well. I'm counting on thee to return it to me personally. No telling what misfortune may befall thee if thou dost fail to do so. Was that a threat? And as further incentive, I just might give thee something else which will help thee in thy quest, if thou dost return it to me safely. Here's a key to my storeroom, the first building to the south of here. He grins slyly. Thou must determine how to find the notebook thyself. Well, we got the key. We're getting closer and closer now, and we can finally meet the Time Lord, which will be in this part. I don't know why I opened Spark's inventory. YOLO is the key guy. We'll also give him some more, oh. Okay, I'll just, I guess, use up these, I suppose, put the key right here, and before I forget, that staff we got from Horns is, of course, a Fire Doom staff. I put it in Shamino's inventory. I had to sleep when I arrived to New Magencia because everyone else is asleep. It was 2 in the morning. Let's go find that notebook. He sits to the south. I'm sure it'll be very, very simple to get, is my sarcastic way of saying. This big old place. I'll listen to that music. Well, let's go in. Close that, I guess. Now, no, we can't move forward. Something is blocking the way, so let's just head out of here. Flip this switch, which does something. Getting this notebook's going to be a challenge of its own. There we go. Yana's outside, but that's okay. We will, oh, now she's inside. That's weird. Ah. No, he did say, just take the notebook. No, he didn't say anything about taking his other stuff. I'm sure he's probably okay with it. Where did that, it's like, well, it makes it think, Made me think that all that stuff just disappeared, my goodness. Yeah, there's a reason why I'm taking these, by the way. If you played this game before, you know why I'm taking all this stuff. It is stealing, but a little bit of flexibility here. Avatar. Take the money. This is what Alagner gets for making it very difficult to navigate this place. You'll see later on. Why would he store stuff in here? He's like very, very paranoid. Ah, food. Yeah. Spark, have all these wheels of cheese and these big loaves of bread. Hope it's sourdough. Ah, beer. Dupre, you haven't been drinking these, have you? He's our booze hound guy, this dude. Oh, did we get any experience, by the way? Not yet. Not yet. I think we will. Once we get the notebook. And once I'm done looting, too. Bear with me here. Putting all this stuff in the inventory counts as gameplay. Thankfully, you're watching someone who gets pretty obsessive-compulsive on organization. So you're not going to see a dirty, messy inventory at all. Let's flip this switch, this lever. There is a magical bow. And Yana and Shamino that went nappy nap. They're EP. We don't need this magical bow, but I will take it. It's a souvenir. I also gotta store away that honey somewhere. That won't fit. Wonderful. Maybe Shamino can carry it. That won't fit. Dupre. That fits. Excellent. Okay, let's see if I can avoid this. Well, I avoided it, but YOLO didn't. He went EP. Okay. North. And so has Shamino again. Be careful here, because if you step in this, you go here. Which I think might be intended. Some powder kegs in there. I misremembered. So I wasn't sure. I can't remember exactly how to get to the notebook. You're right here. Whoop. Save. Right here. That opens that. I will save again. Unlock that. See how it's blocked? That takes you there. Takes you back here. Save again. I have a bad feeling. Well, I wish you said that before we entered that teleporter. Shamino, I guess. The real path... I was like right next to the real path, too. My goodness. Right here. Yep. Okay. Let's be careful. We gotta get back to that center room. Inch forward. Save. And this is the way. Not as bad as I thought it was, or I remember rather. There's the notebook. How do we get up there? Ooh, we got some armor. We don't need that though, do we? I think everyone's wearing like plate at least, right? Yeah, they are. We don't need that. Torches, we don't need those. Shears. Yana has shears, right? Yes, she does. Not like we need to use it. We got the restoration spell. I'm not taking those bottles of alcohol. These are empty crates. Well, we know what they have to do. Take all these crates, move it here. Just like how we reached the cheat room back in Intrinsic. I will put this on the ground for now. Now we just stack crates right here. I hope we have enough crates. Really hope so. I don't think we can climb with barrels. There we go. Now, having party members works against you here. Shoot. Shoot. We don't have enough crates, I don't think. So let's try to get another one. I hope I don't have to go all the way back to Get one. There we go. Lovely. I think one more is all we need. This is really make my mind go a million miles an hour for some reason. Yeah, right there. Oh, need one more crate. Grab that one. No, that's blocked. One more in this store. Here we go. Probably could use a barrel, but just playing it safe. I don't want too much stuff on that desk, on that table. At least you have some wonderful music to listen to. All right, we need one more. So, locked. Avatar. You guys need to get out of the way. I can't get down if you are in the way. All right, one more, I promise. I hope one more. Not skipping ahead. This is part of the game. There we go. Put that there, climb. There's probably a better way to do this, but whatever. This is just my way. Once we have this notebook, we can go back to the Wisps, and they can tell us how to meet the Time Lord. There we go. Man, Alagner, what the heck, dude? What's in this bag? We got some gold. We'll take it. So why are you stealing, Avatar? Or not? Got some reagents. I will take this. All the reagents. We still got that music box. I should have left it back at Scarborough. Oh well. Souvenir of what we experienced in that bleak island. You ever played Ultima VII Ascension or watched my stream somehow? A long time ago, Scarborough looked a heck of a lot different. Now, how many reagents do we have now? We got plenty. We got 51 blood moss, 48 spider silk, 57 black pearls, 66 ginseng, 47 garlic, 69 sulfurous ash, 21 mandrake roots, and 33 nightshades. Excuse me. Nice, nice, nice. Don't think I need those bags. I'll give Yana the potions. Well, this one. This poisons. This heals a little bit. And this restores magic, I believe. This thing has nothing I want. And there's the notebook. We will take this notebook, which we worked really hard at acquiring. Now I'll read it. My Notebook by Alagner. It's quite the title. These are my observations concerning the organization known as the Fellowship. Although the Fellowship portends to be a group of optimists with a philosophy called Triad of Inner Strength, there are many fallacies which can be gleaned by a careful examination of the group's values. The first value is strive for unity. This implies that we should all work together in harmony and towards one goal in life. However, careful examination of this tenet reveals that members of the Fellowship consider themselves an elite group, and a prejudicial one at that. They tend to believe that if one is not for them, then they are indeed against them. And if one is against them, then may fortune be with that person, or he or she may very well come to a bad end. The second value is trust thy brother. This implies that each member trusts implicitly other Fellowship members, and that each will do favors or deeds for another without question. On the other hand, this might mean that a member should do what another says regardless of the implications of the act. In other words, do as I say, and do not question it. Seems to be the underlying subtext of this tenet. The third value is worthiness precedes reward. If one does good deeds for the Fellowship, then one will be rewarded. The other side of the coin, of course, is that if one does not do good deeds for the Fellowship, then one will get his just reward. In the Fellowship, a reward can be either good or bad. The Fellowship has been duping the masses of Britannia now for 20 years. They are becoming stronger and stronger. After careful study, I have come to the conclusion that the group is serving some higher, malevolent entity referred to by the organization's inner circle as the Guardian. More information needs to be obtained about the Guardian, but I am certain that he is very dangerous. Wow, there's a lot more. I nearly forgot. The Fellowship seems to be organized into 3 distinct grades of members. Ah, this is very important information. Grade 1 consists of the general masses of naive innocents who have joined, thinking that their pathetic little lives will be helped in some way. Wow. You see about me about Alagner, sages having, like, that kind of an attitude, it's, well, I mean, they're innocents, so. It's like, oh, if they're as smart as me, they wouldn't join an organization as evil as that, is my sloppy way of explaining. Grade 2 consists of the various branch leaders who make up the inner circle of Fellowship leaders. There's also Grade 3, those Fellowship leaders who are in administrative positions within the group, men such as Batlin and the mysterious couple Elizabeth and Abraham, who travel the country distributing the Fellowship's funds. Not much is known about these two. It is said they are twins, brother and sister. I believe that the few Grade 3 members are in direct communication with the Guardian, and believe they will be serving as his lieutenants should the Guardian ultimately gain power in the land. Already, the Guardian is promising to be a powerful threat. Magic in Britannia has taken a turn for the worse in the past few years. I believe that the Guardian has done something to cause this malady. Not many people have noticed that Britannia's problem with moongates, they're being so unreliable, occurred around the same time. It follows that the Guardian is most likely responsible for this serious plague. The Guardian also possesses some kind of power which allows him to speak to and charm naive innocents so that they will gladly join the Fellowship and become Grade 1 members. These unfortunate lands will most likely become the Guardian's slaves should he ever come into power. After I obtain enough proof of my theories concerning the Fellowship, I shall present this notebook to Lord British himself and rid Britannia of these very dangerous, lying fascists. That is a lot of information that we got. How Alagner accumulated all this information about the Fellowship, I will never know. But we have enough now to go back to the Wisps and meet the Time Lord. And I somehow managed to get off that table without putting a crate on the bottom there. Also, I forgot to mention, yeah, I completely forgot. So we're here, and I just remembered as I was approaching this wall, because Yana, I thought was stuck outside. No. You can enter the storage area, building, like this. There's a secret wall there. Pretty cool. With information so critical in that notebook, it's probably a good idea Alagner hid it in that weird storage facility, storage building. But we are back. Let's talk to the Wisps. And we gotta use that whistle in order to contact them. And one seems to be upstairs for some reason. Alright. Yeah, I still have the whistle. Do not lose that. Once again, a local manifestation addresses the Zoronite dimension. We have your notebook. Do you have any idea how difficult this was to procure? The human entity is welcomed by Zorinia. You have brought the item notebook. I shall now absorb the information contained therein. The wisp glows brightly for a few seconds. The notebook remains in your possession. I have completed my absorption of the information. You may now return the item notebook to the entity Alagner. And now for the exchange of information and delivery of a message. Okay, what's the message? Zorinia must deliver a message to you. The entity known as Time Lord requests your audience. Time Lord is trapped at the plane known as the Shrine of Spirituality. You can reach him by using your object Orb of the Moons in the location directly to your northwest. And what can you tell me about the Time Lord since I'm here? The entity known as Time Lord is a being from the space-time dimension. The Zoronite dimension has been communicating with Time Lord for what humans call centuries. Exchange. Now for the information you seek. This dimension known as Britannia is under attack by an entity called the Guardian. The Guardian lives in another dimension. Zorinia sometimes trades information with this entity. Do you want to know more about the Guardian? Yes, please. Zarinian has digested information about the Guardian and can state the following facts. The Guardian possesses qualities which human entities label vain, greedy, egocentric, and malevolent. The Guardian thrives on power and domination. The Guardian takes pleasure from conquering other worlds. His sensory organs are now focused on this dimension known as Britannia. The Guardian is attempting to enter this dimension by means of an item human entities call a moongate. This moongate is not a red color or blue color moongate, which Zarinia knows is the standard form of this item. The Guardian is building a moongate of the color black. Black Gate. The Black Gate will be fully functional when the phenomenon known as astronomical alignment next occurs. Although Zorinia does not normally seek to influence actions of other manifestations, Zorinia warns you that if the Guardian enters this dimension, it will be the end of the dimension known as Britannia. The Guardian is powerful in his own dimension. In your dimension, he will be unstoppable. The Undrian Council sincerely hopes this information is useful. Transaction complete. Great, we got two things, the location of the Time Lord, and information about the Guardian, and the Black Gate, and the astronomical alignment. Bye. Zorinia always welcomes the exchange of information. Farewell. We got a lot of experience. We have 5,000 plus for Ruben, 3,600 for YOLO, 3,900 for Spark. Shamino is almost level 7. So is Dupre, and so is Yana. Perfect. Well, let's go outside of the mostly abandoned castle and go meet with the Time Lord. Afterwards, we can return the notebook to Alagner. You don't have to, but we're the Avatar, so we're a good person. That's what we're going to do. We still have Over the Moons. Thankfully, we didn't lose it. But let's check on the state of the planets. I don't think they moved. In fact, I remembered when I did the review of this game a year or two ago, this wasn't working. I think it might be an Exalt thing, because it did work in the DOS version. Oh well, it's not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Okay, northwest. Hopefully we won't get hurt going in here. Alrighty then. Let's try that again. Northwest. Oh, come on. Work. Damn you. You think it wouldn't hurt you, but moongates are messed up. There we go. There's the Time Lord. This is the Shrine of Spirituality, here in the ethereal void. Doesn't make much sense to talk to him when he's facing, you know, away from us. So let's face him to make it more thematic, you know. Time barrier. Okay. See how he's doing. You see a vaguely familiar but intimidating figure enclosed in some kind of cylindrical cell. He looks at you intently. It has been many years since we met during the time of Exodus. I have never wanted to see thee again as badly as most recently. It is about time thou shouldst arrive. I do not have arrows to waste whilst I wait for thee. There is a crisis and Britannia needs thine help. I need thine help. The entire universe needs thine help. We already know who he is, so we'll leave that be. That's his job. I ensure that time flows smoothly through space. He shrugs his shoulders. Do not ask me to explain this. It is beyond mortal being's comprehension. You know what? Let's ask this anyway. Do you have a real name? I'm known as the Time Lord. That's a no. About time. It was I who sent the Red Moongate to thine homeland to lure thee to Britannia. It took every bit of my strength to make it functional. And still something went wrong. Thou didst arrive intrinsic, which was not mine intention. It has therefore taken thee much longer to reach me than I anticipated. Once thou didst arrive in Britannia, the only other way I could contact thee was via the Wisps. After the considerable rest I had since creating the Red Moongate, I managed to repair the one Orb of the Moon's location that would bring thee to me. I cannot roam freely through time and space doing my work, whilst I am trapped here. Yeah, about those Wisps. They made me go through a lot of trouble in order to get to where you are right now. Oddly aloof creatures. They had made good messengers in the past. Mixed magic. The Time Lord thinks a moment. The ether must be repaired before the mages in Britannia can use magic again. I suggest that thou seest Penumbra and Moonglow. She may be able to help thee with this problem. Numbra. We met her in the previous game. Well, the Avatar did. I didn't play the previous game on here, and I likely never will. She is an elderly mage who lives in Moonglow. There was one house we didn't visit in Moonglow. That's where she is. I forgot to mention that in that Moonglow video. Crisis. The land is under attack by a powerful and malicious being from another dimension, and there are the only one who can stop him, of course. I've been trapped here by a trick due to a sorcery which the Guardian has performed. The Guardian has put a wrinkle in the space-time continuum by creating a powerful generator which has made the moon gates and thine orb of the moons mostly inoperable. Thou must free me, and we must work together in battling the Guardian. The fate of thy people depends upon it. Dost thou accept? I like how you can say no here if you want to. You know, if you're playing this game like me as a kid, I'll be like, no, I want to go explore the game and do what I want. But we're going to choose yes, of course. Then I have a mission for thee. What sort of mission? I knew thou wouldst not let me down. Go at once to the Serpent Spine area. Search for the entrance to a dungeon somewhere northwest of Britain. I believe it may be called Dungeon Despise. This will lead thee to the generator causing the problem. If mine hunch is correct, it will resemble a large spear. Remember that. Thou must find a way to destroy it. It may have a defense mechanism. If thou canst not conquer it, return here and describe the defense to me. Perhaps I can help thee more. It might be wise to use the spells Mark and Recall to save thyself the trouble of finding thy way through the entire dungeon a second time, should thou have to travel there again. I like how he tells you that, and by extension the developers told you that. What can you tell me about this sphere? It is a magic generator that the Guardian was able to send from his world. Its purpose is to disable the moon gates. Thou must break its outer defense and enter the structure, taking the smaller sphere floating inside. Keep the small sphere, as it will be useful later. And that's all the information he can give us. Bye. For our avatar, good luck to thee. Did we get any experience? No, we did not. Scythe. Oh! Yeah, a little bit. Never mind. Like I said in the past, you get a lot of experience doing this stuff. Not going to go back to Alagner just yet. Let's go back to the Isle of Fire. It's been a while. Home again, indeed. Peace and quiet for now. We gotta dump some stuff. Good to see all my items are still here. Let's check the avatar real quick. See what we can drop. This is that Owen of Minnock thingamajig, which we can put in here. Don't need it anymore. This is our ship deed. This is the carriage scroll. This is the Runib thing back in Turfin. That we don't need. What else do we need to put in there? Music stopped all of a sudden because I double-clicked on that. I'll put this music box somewhere. I don't know where exactly. Kind of, sort of, almost out of room. So I'm trying to differentiate what I need for this, for each item here, each container, I mean. I suppose I'll go ahead and put it in here. If it'll fit, it'll fit. Lovely. Okay, avatar is done. YOLO has everything he needs. Spark. Honey, which I guess I'll put, and I'll put it somewhere. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I guess in here. I guess. Why not? I don't want to put anything on that table because last time something disappeared from that table. And that annoyed me. There, okay. Shamino, you got the magical bow? No, you don't. I think Dupre has that. That won't fit, which sucks. We'll just dump that in with this. There we go. I think barrels carry the most. Hold the most. Shamino is done. Dupre has the magical bow. I'll put here. I'm also going to put, I think, the Hoe Destruction with Yana. Just to have a little bit of melee weapon backup, I guess. I'm not giving the Hoe Destruction because she's a woman. It's just, I mean, she's a druid. I feel like it's in best in her hands. Also, it matched her hood, which is pretty cool. Not that she's wearing a hood on her sprite, though. And lastly, the magical axe can go there. And I think that is it. All right. All right, before we leave, we need a hammer. Thankfully, we have one here. There's a reason for that. We also need thread, I believe. Yeah, we need thread. Sorry for that little pause there. I'm looking at a guide, which won't fit. That sucks. Well, let's put it in the reagent bag. Can the hammer fit in there too, so I know where everything is? Yes, there is. Okay, now let's go back to New Magency and return that notebook. Pay no mind to my health here. The Moongates were, they were not complying with me too well. Good chance to, good time to ask Yana to heal me. Thank you very much. My goodness, we have a lot of health too. Alright. And before I forget, I almost forgot, the Moongate you can use to, take yourself to, the various, other Moongates if you don't feel like walking to one. Anyways, Alagner, I got your note.
Thank you for the information in the notebook, Avatar. It was most useful.
Book back, yeah. Alagner's dead. He has been ritualistically killed. And my first thought was that they forgot to put 2 candles here. Though that could be a bug, I do not know. Like I said, it's been a long time since I played the actual DOS version. Like, literally since I was like 13 years old. I've never played the DOSBox version. Yep, there's Hook. There's Abraham, Elizabeth, and Forskis, and the gargoyle. It's like, even he gets a gargoyle companion, but I don't. That sucks. There's the Fellowship Candelabra, and there's poor old Alagner. I wish I could say I could shed cheers, but he was kind of a prick, so it's, who cares, right? Well, we have the, notebook. We did say we were going to return it, but I guess that's waived because he's, well, he's dead. So let's loot his place a little bit. See what we can use on our journey. Adventure against the Guardian. He doesn't have a whole lot. Big house, but not a whole lot. Also, there was a bug involving Alagner with Exalt a while ago. Basically, he would still be walking around near his dead body. The game does that. I can't remember if that was also a DOS thing. But yeah, Exalt is, well, an entirely new engine. And it brings with it its own issues. One time it crashed on me a lot when I played it several years ago. Well, I guess we can just go find Dungeon Despise. Sucks that he passed away, eh? Like, should we return his notebook? I guess not, because that's critical information, so we're gonna keep it. And if it weren't for his dead body here, this would be a nice place to set up a base. You got a nice big bedroom, you got a big open area, lots of chests to put along the wall here, a room here to put chests in, but yeah, that's gonna be, that body is just gonna get too much, in the way. But let's go to Dungeon Despise. I don't think I have to skip ahead for this one, and hopefully the Moongate won't hurt me this time. So many times. That's Trinsic. That's something. That's something. I got hurt.
You are not going to trust the Time Lord, are you? Careful, my friend. Do not believe him.
Guardian really likes to misdirect and stuff, but I thought it'd be interesting if he tries to act like he's actually benevolent to you, but that's not the direction they were going in. Now, can I please enter the right Moongate and land in the right spot? Because I don't feel like restarting. Okay, here we are. To the south will be Dungeon Despise. I should probably go ahead and, you know, use our training skills, training points, but we're okay. This is Despise, not Destard. The same dungeon where we found that flying carpet, which is just around this corner, I believe. There it is. Like I said, I don't really fly this thing around anywhere. It's a really good as Shamino says. It's a really good transportation device. Also a rat. How about you? My god. Let's go ahead and save. Or starting. Just in case. And let's go in. There's another enemy nearby, I bet, because we're going really slowly. I saw that rat. There's two of them. These guys act like they're boss enemies. Gremlins. Or a gremlin. Now, I hate it when they're off camera like that, because they dropped items, and that item's going to be there forever. Oh, well. This dungeon is actually a little bit annoying. See that there? See what I mean? Let's see if we can... Can we run past it? We didn't get hurt too badly. That was not too bad. And also, I completely forgot what direction to reach that sphere that the Time Lord mentioned. But there is someone here. What are you doing here, man? You see a monk wandering around apparently without direction. Name. Thou mayst call me Brother Wayne, my lord. Job? My job? Well, I do not truly have one at the moment. He looks down at his feet. At the moment? Yes, I am lost, my lord. I am from the abbey to the south of here. Or to the north, mayhaps the northwest. Cradles his chin and looks up at the dungeon ceiling that we can't see. Southeast. The abbey is northwest. I am a monk of the Brotherhood of the Rose. I studied geography and nature with a brother named Taylor. Oh, we met Taylor. Well, I haven't actually seen him for some time. I assume he is still continuing his studies. Nature? There are so many beautiful things to see in Britannia. Both animals and plants alike offer excitement to the observer. Okay, plants? Yes, my lord. They are quite wondrous to see. I highly recommend to thee to always observe thy surroundings. Otherwise, my lord, thou wilt miss much in life. Flowers, trees, birds, landmarks. Birds. My favorite type of animal. The birds are so free, able to fly vast distances. I wish I could roam about the open skies, most especially considering my current situation. Thou canst see so much more from the air, I am certain of it. Trees. Ah, my least favorite subject. I find the trees much less interesting than the birds. Flowers? Very, very lovely plants. All the colors of the rainbow and then some. One of the monks at the abbey had a lovely flower garden. She may still tend it for all that I know, my lord. She still does. Excellent, my lord. I'm glad to hear it. 'Twould be a shame were Amy to give that up for her other pastime, which is painting. Amy also paints, or rather, makes a bold attempt. I must, of course, commend her for her efforts. Would you say she's as bad at that as you are at navigating? The answer is probably yes. My favorite ones are the birds, especially the golden-cheeked warbler. I love to follow and watch them. They do not seem to have a very good sense of direction, however, he sighs. But there is a great variety of species in this land. That's quite funny. Geography. Well, he shrugs, I suppose I should have studied a little bit better. He smiles sheepishly. More than suppose, lost. Well, I'm sure it is not permanent, he blushes. I just need to get my bearings, that's all, he says unconvincingly. Bye. May thy good fortune guide thee down the trail of life. And this over here is a dead end. We gotta go back to where we started. And hopefully we won't lose Spark, because he's a bit low on health. I probably should have trained before coming here, but oh well. Don't get close to that monolith right there. Sucked in a breath, because that is a fire I don't want to walk over. I suppose this is our first real dungeon that we have to go through. That's a bat. How about you? And he's been halved at. Guess I'll add a little Kakoskia commentary to this Let's Play. What is up here? I see mirrors. Mirror, mirror on the wall. We have a key for this door. What the deuce? Wherever we got it, I do not know. Well, finders keepers. There's no one... Whoever is in this cave is probably not very nice. Let's take that garlic. There's 15 of them. I guess I don't even need to buy reagents at all. Because we got a lot of reagents now. because I hardly cast spells. Because I'm more of a magic. I'm more of a fighter rogue combination of or either or kind of guy. Not going to take those. I am not really caring about that. In order to get down there, though, you have to go around here. From what I remember, there are hidden pathways that I cannot seem to... There we go. Or not there we go. Right here? How do I get over there? I forget. Where does this take me? Nowhere. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because this Let's Play is coming close to an end, but I might play a little bit longer because I want to at least find that generator before stopping. Or a bit of a jump cut. I'm not going to bother with this room right now. I don't think it's too important. If it is, I will come back to it. I do have a guide right next to me because I don't like navigating these ultimate dungeons. They get a little bit tricky. Like this part right here. I will save and watch what happens. We got teleported a little bit. I do not know where, but I believe we might have to go... No. Let's not do that. Let's go up north this way, which takes us to a dead end probably. So let's leave that be and avoid that crossroads. We'll save again and go this way. What's wrong with you, Spark? What happened here? The water has sleeping properties. Well, he woke up, so let's just assume he's just being silly for no reason. Ah, headless. We got teleported. How about you? To the death. 2 arms. And ghosts. Oh. We've seen plenty of ghosts back at Scar Bray, kind of. They don't got any treasure, though. It's too bad. There's also another extra secret area in this part of the dungeon that I just remembered, or rather, I knew about it all this time. There is a magically locked door. There are also headlesses that are coming at us with murder in their bodies. Not heads, because they have no heads, obviously. How about you, foul fiends? Let's put you away. Kind of like don't even feel like looting them. I'll keep all these open, though. That way I'll have to open them over and over again. Dupre, carry these for me so we can get some money later on. Alright. Did not need to press that. Let's open this door. What is beyond this door? Something really cool. Yeah, this part might be a little bit longer because I want to explore this dungeon before ending it. Also because I like playing this game. Oh, 3 doors. See how this spell is so handy? Whoa! At you! An evil mage! Were you alone? Hope so. He's got some gold, though. I'll put right there. And I did not mean to close that, because there's more gold right here. 47. That right there. And put that right there. Lovely. What's in here? We got some food that I'll have Spark carry. That's not the food bag. What am I doing? Here we go. Can never have too much food. We haven't had to buy any food from NPCs. Very handy. More food here. Yeah, sure, I'll take it. Why not? Just some random stuff. I see ginseng that I will take. 6 of them. We got 72. That's a bit. Also, potion. Yana can carry that. And can I open that with a key? I have no idea what that key opened way up north in the dungeon, of this part of the dungeon there. We must have got that key somewhere. The pick broke. We need a key for that. If it doesn't open the first time, then it's not gonna ever open. So let's just leave that be. What's in here? Okay. I almost missed that nightstand. And Yolo has exactly 1 crossbow bolt, but thankfully he has more. There we go. Ooh. Nice. I'll take all those things. You can never have too many reagents. And we're at the point now where we can basically get more spells because we got a good supply of reagents. I almost missed one, Black Pearl, that I'll happily take. Look at all that, those big numbers. I may not go ahead and get 100 of each reagent though, because that's probably overkill. Alright, we're not done here by the way. There is something around here. Watch this. There is steps, and there's enemies here. What the deuce? How about you? What are you guys up to? Attacking me for no reason. We're also missing one NPC. Yana's still down there. Because navigating steps is a little annoying. She is. She could have got some extra experience, but that's okay. Oh my god, let's just leave her down there. Screw it. Now, what are these guys up to? We got a pirate, a mage, a fighter, and a paladin. Ooh. Magical arrows. And a magical bow if you need it. We don't need it, though. How many does Shamino have? 35. Here you go. Lovely. More magical arrows. Double lovely. And some food that I'll give to Spark. It's a cool little secret here. I did find this back in the day, too. Back in the day, I was proud to say, not proud, but it was a big surprise coming to this area. Because it's like, it's got some cool stuff to loot and all that, such as these reagents. However, clicking through all your bags like this gets, kind of ruins the flow, just a little bit. You can drag it to a party member, but I like to choose where to put it, especially if you want to be organized, which I like to be. Spark, yeah, you can have that fruit, just do that real quick. Avatar, money, and Yana can have, I don't think I'll be able to do this though. Not sure. She's far away. Yeah, she's out of range. So, Dupre. We won't forget. And also forgot to grab that lockpick. So we lost one. Or that's 2 NPCs. So this guy has a fire sword. I don't need to take that. I am done collecting things. Too much stuff to carry. Got beef jerky though. I'll carry that. Like I said, haven't had to need to buy food from NPCs. Oh, he's got a magical sword. I'll take that magical sword. Because we don't have one. We'll take that key too, which opens something. I don't know what, but we'll find out. Or probably not. Got some food. He's got a torch. Screen is so small. 320 by 200 resolution back in the day, which that's what the game era is. Playing beyond that resolution is considered cheating. And it might break things, you never know. Though I did play a long time ago, I played Exalt in 720p in-game resolution. It worked pretty well, but it makes things a little funky. I'm gonna save real quick and give all this to... who should I give all this to? Probably YOLO. We'll give the remainder to Dupre, and now he's full up on magical equipment, which is lovely. Yana isn't, which is not lovely. So, here we go. YOLO. You can have that, and you can have the boots as well. I'll take that out there. And now, Shamino has magical armor. Which is cool. I guess I'll just leave these on the ground for now. Anything else this guy has? I think we looted practically everything. Does anyone else need, like, gauntlets, helmets? I think we're good on armor. We got a mix of plates and magic now. Yeah, I think we're good. Good. Let's read these scrolls. Very well. It is agreed that we attack Lord British's castle at the dawning of the 7th day. Francissa Corwin. Is that the same Corwin from Ultimate Underworld 1? the one who caught the Avatar in Baron Ulrich's daughter's bedroom in the beginning of the game. Or likely Origin just reused the name. That's probably the likely case. But I like to think that Corwin, the Baron's guard, joined in on a plot to kill Lord British. Brax, Athalis. So let's go with that. What news, Corwin? Alright, next scroll. Selwyn's last will. I do hereby bequeath my fire-doomed staff to anyone who is mighty and cunning enough to penetrate the defenses of my fortress and slay my pet. May all who raid this rotten death, Selwyn. We're going to take all these. I'm going to have YOLO carry them, though. Just as a little souvenir. And don't walk too close over here, because if you do, it takes you here. Let's reload. And open these chests. That is a sword of defense, some magical wands, and a great dagger, lightning whip, and some gold. 92 gold to be exact. We're getting a lot of money. That won't fit either. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Well, let's have Dupre carry the rest. A little bit too much money. Maybe it's time to buy some spells, eh? We got 3,138. And also they not be stacked correctly. Alright, let's check out these teleporters. No, let's go back. See what the top one does. I'm safe scumming, but I don't care. Oh ho ho, that's funny. We're way back at Britain. They had a teleporter near the British's castle. Also, their plan to kill Lord British is not going to work if they were still alive and managed to do it. So let's enter here. This area is also pretty special. Can't go through there just yet, because if you try to double click this, it's blocked. There's an invisible pathway, invisible things blocking those chests. So we need to go this way. An hour and 7 minutes right now. I'm going to keep playing. Yeah. Unlock that door. Avatar. Oh, a ghost. Is that the ghost of the mage? How about you? Thought I'd seen enough ghosts back of Scar Bray. They got a key. Or he has a key. Or he had a key. I'll take it. Why not? This bag is getting a little full. Got some potions that I'll happily take. Yep, that, and that. Lovely. There's nothing else in here but this. Right there. Enter this, takes us back there, so I'll reload. May seem lame, but I don't like to, go all the way back. That takes you outside of the dungeon, way outside of the dungeon, my goodness. Good shortcut, though. Now that switch, lever, rather, open that, which means we can go in here and unlock all these, which has, each one of these has magical armor. Each piece of magical armor, which is pretty cool. We'll give this to someone. We'll give it to Shamino. There you go. Also one gold piece in there that I'll give to Dupre, I guess. That's magical leggings. I'll give that to Shamino, I think. No, we'll give that to YOLO. And we'll take the coin. It's just one coin, but take it anyways. We actually don't need this magical armor, but I will take it. Because you never know. We could grab another companion if we want to. I might change my mind. You never know. Take that. No one else can wear it. We got a magical shield that I will take. We'll also take the piece. You guys are in the way. Out of the way. There we go. There we go, Shamino. Where are these boots? Yep, that's that. Got a Gorget. Wear that. And soon our characters will have fully magical equipment. Ah. Magical crossbow bolts. I'll take it. Gimme, gimme. You can also have these. Remember, you need to go to Kessler to exchange those. And lastly, we got a glass sword and starburst. I'll take the sword, which won't fit. Only enough he could put it in his alcohol bag. And the money can go there, I guess. Or rather, the money can go in his bag. Like that. I guess he can't put it in there? No. What about in here? No. So let's see. Fully magical armor for the Avatar. YOLO. Spark. Full. Almost Shamino. Full for Dupre. And almost for Yana. Other than that, they're pretty much ready to go. That's a room definitely worth exploring. This area's not too hard to find on your own either. It's a little storage area. Alright, let's go back to wherever we need to go. It's this one, right? Yes, it is. We're done here. Let's move forward and try to find that sphere. I don't know, Selwyn's last will, I don't know what creature he's talking about. I forget exactly... Oh. Yeah, I just remember. Let's go back, actually. That room with mirrors, I want to explore. So, as much as I love Ultima, exploring the dungeons is actually not my favorite. It's why, whenever I play this, I kind of ignore the other dungeons. Because at that point, you're kind of, like, already super powerful. So I just sort of do the main storyline, and that's pretty much it. Here we are. Let's save. That takes you here, which is not where I wanted to go yet. So let's go back. What happens if I go down here to this spot? That takes you... Oh, the pirate area. That's interesting. Well, they did have a pirate in their party. Let's go up here first. That's those things. Oh, also, one second. Can we go back to that door? Yeah, it's completely blocked here. Shoot. This takes you to this area here. You know what? Let's go back. I may have gotten stuck because I can't go back in the dungeon now that I think about it. So we have no choice but to move forward and fight this ghost. How about you? We are victorious. Okay. Potions. Got a lot of potions now. I don't need that, though. I'm going to have to walk all the way back to the dungeon. Though I might just go ahead and end the part, actually. Not sure yet. We'll see. The last part was really long because I wanted to finish Scar Bray. But who knows. 18... Ooh. We are really full on ginseng, actually. That was 1, right? No, that's 17. You can only carry 100 of each, and then it makes a new stack. So, yeah. We got pumpkin. We'll take the food. You never have too much food. Or, well. Once Spark's bag becomes full, I will give up on food, like right now. Let's go upstairs. There's the Fire Doom staff. I'm not going to grab that, but there are a lot of reagents here. Whole bunch of reagents. Well, not a bunch, but you know. That is 11 garlic, 5 mandrake root, 15 blood moss, 5 nightshade, more ginseng, and however many ashes there, 13, excuse me. That is awesome. And black pearl. Yeah, I kind of no need to buy reagents now. That's lovely. Exploration pays off. Got a lot of black pearls. Got a lot of reagents. Whole bunch. I think enough for the rest of the game, really. Oh well. Alright, there's that Fire Doom staff, and there's a lever right here. I will press this lever, or switch it, rather. I'm not going to take that staff. I don't want anything to do with this Selwyn guy. Alright. Now I need to go all the way back to the dungeon. And once again, I forgot to realize to use Mark and Recall. I also forgot to mention, too, check the map here. I had to skip ahead a little bit. Dungeon's right there, so it's not like we have to travel too far away, which is pretty cool. Alright, we're back in the dungeon now, a different part. I was trying to find... Well, I wasn't trying to find, but we're not back where we last left off. But I think this may be the way. The feeling. Let's go down south. Ah, skeletons, more undead, my goodness. We had a whole quest involving the undead, and now more wants to bother us. Well, that's normal. Dupre, you need that money, right? Here you go. Oh, that won't stack. That's because it's almost full stack, that's why. Oh well, what else do we got here? Ah, treasure. Never say no to treasure. Let's take advantage of the money trick in this game. Serpent venom. Don't do drugs, kids. Well, none of you guys are kids. You're all adults, like me. Just random stuff there. That's just an enemy skeleton. It's raining money. Here we go. Ah! YOLO, here you go. More piercing instruments of doom. Cleaver, we don't need that. And that is it for this room. I'm not gonna go further in there. You just never know what spot you stand on will teleport you somewhere or send you to your death. These dungeons really don't make any sense. I could use a little food. Now we're in a dungeon, man. Well, let's eat. Ah, very tasty. Very, very, very tasty. Let's do it all per character to max stomach capacity. There we go. I think we're close, though. I think this may be not the way. Darn. There's something here, though. That is a black pearl. Which I'll take. Just one. But whatever. I feel like there might be something here, though. Not sure. You ever know there might be a key underneath these things? Keys. Money. Probably nothing. Nothing at all. Can I go... Oh! YOLO, what's wrong? Oh no! Yuck! I don't know what you're puking. Does it stink in here? It probably stinks in here. Oh well, let's go back. Alright, here's where we left off. And there was those evil headless... How about you? All creatures. And also, what do they eat? These headless things. Oh, Dupre's stuck. Poor guy. Let's loot. I'm actually getting a little tired of looting, just a little bit. But I'll take it because we can get a supply of money that we can store back at our little hideout. That won't fit, which sucks. So, put it in here. I guess, which also won't fit. I guess I'll bum Yana's inventory. Whoops. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Oh, there we go. Oh, my goodness. Okay, can we use her potion bag? I gotta stop closing everything so fast. I do things too quickly. Makes me miss things. That's it. Alright, I believe, and I hope, this is the way to the sphere generator. And hopefully we can shut it down and fix the moon gates. Yeah, I just remembered. This is the right way. We've explored pretty much almost all this dungeon. Like I said, I don't much super enjoy exploring dungeons in Ultima, because they can be a little bit tedious. A little bit. I like the exploration of the overworld versus the dungeons. Another spooky ghost. How about you? Note the, oops, didn't mean to press that. You press V for version, it pops up with this. There's the GitHub page for Exalt, if you want to go there. Exalt.info is their website. 1998, 2024. They worked on it in 1998. Wow, I was like... Really? I don't even know. Oh well. So we're not going to probably go this way. You can move these caltrops, by the way, so you don't get hurt. And who's around us that's going to fight us? This isn't the way, I don't think. But I would like to run walk a little bit faster. There's that ghost. Another ghost, rather. To the death. How about you? I guess Selwyn's pet was a ghost, eh? He's got a pet ghost. That's frightening. Let's go up here first. This isn't the way. I just want to explore just a little bit more. We're almost done with this part, right? That's a dead end. I just wasted my time. My goodness. Oh well. Let's head back. And I walked right over a cow trap. That's okay. We're not getting hurt too badly in this dungeon. But all that fire. Who summoned all this stuff? Let's do a little dodging. Oh no. Let's go. I'd rather have them fall asleep, so... Like Shamino. Wake up, dude. There's no time to be sleeping. It's time to adventure. Though we can cure poison pretty easily. Here we are. Now what happens if we step through? Let's explore a little bit more. That's the sphere generator. Note the sphere shape. It's a little important, just in case you've never played this before. This game is very on the nose with its allegory. So I'm going to say first, step in, that takes us back here. So we can't get in there just yet. So let's take the Time Lord's device and mark our location here. And also look at my notebook. Do we use the blue stone for anything? Black stone is Castle of Fire. Let's use the black stone because these spheres, these generators are black. And I know color association, we can, I'm stuck a little bit. That happens when the text stays stuck like that. You also get stuck. Color association, black. The generators are black. We've marked it, so let's go back to the Time Lord, and hopefully I don't get hurt. Going back to him. Alright, well, I'm blocked, Time Lord. There's no way to get to the generator. How may I help the Avatar? The Time Lord asks. Sphere. It is a magic generator that the Guardian was able to send from his world. Its purpose is to disable the moon gates. Moongate. There we go. The sphere's outer defense sends thy party back to a specific position in space. Until this defense is broken, thou canst not enter the generator. Thou must find Nicodemus's hourglass. If I am correct in my hypothesis, the sphere's inner defense will involve moongates. Look for a visual pattern to help thee solve this mystery. Well, Nicodemus is all cuckoo, so how am I supposed to, get the hourglass enchanted? He's a mage that lives west of the Forest of Yew. Hourglass. It is an enchanted hourglass which will help thee if it is used at the site of the sphere. Once I am free of the power of the generator, thou canst summon me by using the hourglass. Alright, well, do we choose this? Guess not. He is an embodiment of supreme evil. He must be stopped. He thrives on domination and control. And now I gotta go to Penumbra to fix magic, so... Bye. Farewell, Avatar. Good luck to thee. Alright, we're gonna have to, basically fix... or do something else, rather. I'm not gonna end the part just yet. I think I clicked all the dialogue options there, right? Let's go back to the Castle of Fire and rest. I got some stuff to dump. And here we are, home sweet home. It's 5 p.m. I'm not gonna go to sleep, not yet. I'm gonna go in here, and for the next part, we're gonna try to meet Penumbra, I believe. Or maybe meet Nicodemus first, see what we can do, but he's probably not gonna be able to do much because the magic is not working here in Britannia. So, I'll see you in the next part.